Is it time to buy or sell CVR Energy stock? In this video, we will explore CVR Energy in depth. Our initial report was published on our website on Thursday, the 21st of August, 2025, and now we are here to provide you with an even more detailed analysis. Remember to subscribe, hit the like button, and turn on the notification bell to stay updated on our latest analysis. You don't want to miss any crucial updates that could impact your investments. Enhance your trading decisions by trying our newly launched AI stock analysis tool powered by GPT-4 at StockInvest.us. Tap into the power of AI and receive free price predictions and in-depth analysis for any one among 45,000 companies worldwide today. Please note that this video is for informational purposes only and should not be considered as financial advice. Since the 21st of August, 2025, our system has categorized CVR Energy as a sell candidate, assigning it a score of -1.7. Now, let us examine the stock's performance throughout this period. We will continue to monitor this evaluation to observe how it develops in the days ahead. The stock currently sits at the lower end of a very wide and strong upward trend in the short term, which often presents a favorable buying opportunity. If the lower trend floor at $25.65 is breached, it will initially suggest a slower pace of increase, but it may also serve as an early warning for a potential shift in trend. The present 3-month trend indicates a possible 11.18% change in the upcoming 3 months, with a potential return ranging between 6.26% and 41.48%. In terms of the longer horizon, our 12-month analysis forecasts a projected change of 19.92%. According to our calculations, the stock's performance could vary from -18.86% to +48.12% over the next year. In current values, this would suggest a future price between $21.78 and $39.76. Our latest daily update for CVR Energy includes the headline, CVR Energy stock price took a fall of 7.1% on Thursday. The CVR Energy stock price dropped by 7.1% on the last trading day, which was Thursday, the 21st of August, 2025, falling from $28.89 to $26.84. During the last trading day, the stock fluctuated by 8.83%, with a low of $26.79 and a high of $29.15. The price has been quite volatile during this period, with a gain of 1.63% over the past 2 weeks. Trading volume increased on the last day by 273,000 shares. Although this occurred alongside falling prices, this trend may serve as an early warning, indicating a slight increase in risk over the next few days. In total, 3 million shares were traded, amounting to approximately $69,530,000. Over the past 52 weeks, the highest price of the stock was $32.67, while the lowest was $15.10. Currently, the price stands at 17.85%, or $5.83, below the 52-week high, and 38.92%, or $17.10, below the all-time high reached on the 29th of July, 2019, when the price peaked at $43.94. CVR Energy reported a mixed second quarter that should keep traders alert. On the positive side, the company posted a revenue beat of approximately 4%, and adjusted earnings before interest, taxes, depreciation, and amortization rose year over year, indicating underlying operating resilience. However, on the negative side, CVR reported a substantial net loss and an adjusted loss per share that fell short of certain expectations. Driven by weak refining margins and elevated turnaround costs this quarter, management has acted swiftly on governance matters by naming Mark Pytosh as the Chief Executive Officer and adding Brett Icahn to the board. This change signals that Carl Icahn's influence may prompt quicker strategic actions. In the short term, expect volatility. The headline loss and margin pressure could lead to a downward adjustment as investors reassess near-term earnings risk, while the revenue beat and improving adjusted earnings before interest, taxes, depreciation, and amortization should help limit the sell-off. The leadership transition may amplify market fluctuations as participants digest potential strategic shifts. Looking to the long term, if crack spreads and cost efficiencies continue to improve while turnaround challenges diminish, CVR could experience margin recovery, a stronger balance sheet, and the possibility of resuming dividends, with management commentary suggesting this might be in 2026, which would be favorable for the stock. However, execution risk remains, a true show-me recovery story, where sustained operational improvement and capital allocation choices will ultimately drive upside. Analyst ratings. On Tuesday, the 15th of July, 2025, it was reported that Raymond James assigned CVI an underperform rating and initiated a downgrade action. On Monday, the 5th of May, 2025, it was reported that Scotiabank assigned CVI an underperform rating and issued a hold action. On Thursday, the 10th of October, 2024, it was reported that Scotiabank again assigned CVI an underperform rating with a hold action. On Wednesday, the 18th of September, 2024, it was reported that RBC Capital assigned CVI an outperform rating and issued a hold action. On Wednesday, the 4th of September, 2024, it was reported that Goldman Sachs assigned CVI a sell rating while issuing a hold action. Analysts have assigned CVR Energy stock a general strong sell rating. They evaluate the price-to-earnings ratio as strong sell and the price-to-book ratio as strong sell. Regarding return on investment, analysts also classify the stock with a strong sell rating. The following signals have been identified for CVR Energy. A buy signal was issued from a pivot bottom point on Monday, the 4th of August, 2025. So far, the stock has risen by approximately 7.66%. Further increases are anticipated until a new top pivot is established. Additionally, there is a buy signal from the 3-month Moving Average Convergence Divergence, or MACD. However, some negative signals have also been issued, which may influence short-term developments. The CVR Energy stock currently holds sell signals from both short and long-term moving averages, pointing to a more negative forecast for the stock. Furthermore, there is a general sell signal arising from the relationship between these two averages, as the long-term average is positioned above the short-term average. If there are upward corrections, resistance is expected at levels of $27.25 and $28.14. A breakout above either of these levels will generate buy signals. Notably, volume increased while prices fell yesterday, which could serve as an early warning. Thus, the stock should be monitored closely. Here are some additional signals that you may find intriguing. Moving Average Convergence Divergence. A buy signal has been indicated. Pivots. A buy signal was identified 14 days ago. Bollinger. A buy signal was noted 47 days ago. Short-term moving average. A sell signal emerged 2 days ago. Long-term moving average. A buy signal was detected 3 days ago. The relationship between the short and long moving averages. A buy signal was recorded 19 days ago. Observing the 12-month chart, we find short moving average. A sell signal was present 2 days ago. Long-term moving average. A buy signal was noted 81 days ago. The relationship between the short and long moving averages. A buy signal was observed 72 days ago. For more signals, remember to visit our page at StockInvest.us. Support, risk, and stop loss for CVR Energy. CVR Energy finds support from accumulated volume at $26.78. This level may present a buying opportunity, as an upward reaction can be anticipated when this support is tested. The stock typically experiences average movements throughout the day, and with solid trading volume, the associated risk is considered medium. Over the past day, the stock fluctuated by $2.37 between its high and low points, amounting to an 8.83% change. In the past week, the stock exhibited an average daily volatility of 4.92%. Before we dive into the potential trading levels for CVR Energy, let's quickly cover some essential fundamental data. First, we have the price-to-earnings ratio, commonly referred to as the PE ratio. This important metric measures a company's current share price in relation to its per-share earnings. A negative PE ratio indicates that the company is experiencing negative earnings or is losing money. Even well-established companies can face downturns, often due to factors outside their control. However, persistently negative PE ratios may signal inadequate profitability and potential bankruptcy risks. In other news, the upcoming earnings report for the third quarter of 2025 is anticipated on the 27th of October, 2025. Analysts' consensus estimates stand at 20 cents. It's important to monitor these figures as they can significantly influence stock prices. Now let's discuss some potential day trading levels for CVR Energy. In case of an upward trend, the first resistance level for CVR Energy is at $27. If you don't own any shares, you may want to wait for this level to be breached before entering a position. For those already holding the stock, this could be a level to consider for swing trading. On the downside, CVR Energy encounters its first support level at $26.78. If this support level holds, it could be a good entry point, anticipating a rebound. The combined average rating for CVR Energy from multiple analyst sources is a strong sell. Now, let's examine some recent insider trades. On the 1st of August, 2025, Brett Icahn conducted an insider purchase of 0 shares. On the 29th of April, 2025, Carl C. Icahn conducted an insider purchase of 7,907 shares of common stock, with a par value of 1 cent per share. On the 25th of April, 2025, Carl C. Icahn conducted an insider purchase of 41,130 shares of common stock, with a par value of 1 cent per share. On the 24th of April, 2025, Carl C. Icahn conducted an insider purchase of 30,183 shares of common stock, with a par value of 1 cent per share. On the 23rd of April, 2025, Carl C. Icahn conducted an insider purchase of 98,875 shares of common stock, with a par value of 1 cent per share. Based on the 100 most recent insider trades, we have calculated the insider power to be positive, with a ratio of 88.277. Overall, insiders purchased 4,169,941 shares and sold 241,904 shares in the last 100 trades. We hold a negative evaluation for this stock, and a stop loss has not been established. Is CVR Energy stock a good buy? The CVR Energy stock exhibits several negative signals, and despite a positive trend, we anticipate that CVR Energy will perform poorly in the coming days or weeks. Therefore, our assessment of this stock is negative. Due to minor weaknesses in the technical indicators, we have revised our analysis conclusion from a buy to a sell candidate since the previous evaluation. After examining the volatility and movements during the last trading day, our systems indicate that the current price is undervalued. For trading on Friday, August 22nd, we expect CVR Energy to open higher by approximately 75 cents, starting at $27.59. We remind you that trading carries a significant risk of financial loss. It is advisable to consult with a financial advisor before making any decisions regarding the purchase or sale of securities. Your investment choices should not solely rely on StockInvest.us. By utilizing this information, you acknowledge and accept responsibility for your own investment decisions. Here is our current perspective on the stock. Do you agree or disagree? We invite you to share your thoughts in the comments below. What is your target for this stock? Remember to like and subscribe. We wish you successful trading and hope you have a wonderful day. With warm regards from all of us here at Stock Invest.